Hello, this is Curtis with Student Success HQ. Thanks for joining me today. We have an important topic and one that needs to be considered as you're moving through your life and you're looking at your education and even setting future plans. And that, of course, is goal setting, an important aspect for all of us. Learning successes. Goal setting can be a challenging prospect, one to which we can easily procrastinate over. And if you recall one of the previous podcasts, we talk about procrastination, putting off those things that need to be taken care of. Goal setting can often be one of those things that we actually put off. However, it is clear that goal setting can have a tremendously positive effect in making things happen for us. The impact goal setting can have on moving forward, if goals are written down, can increase the likelihood of success by as much as 75%. Wow, that's profound. Writing your goals down can have that big of an impact on them coming true. Therefore, goal setting can also have a positive effect on changing behaviors and attitudes. It can also help establish new habits that move you towards achieving your goals. Well, how do goals do this? Well, there's many formulas out there on how to write goals, some that can be quite complex, but there is also the belief that keeping it simple is the best way to go. I've read a number of books about goal setting, especially as I was a much younger man, and I used to actually feel guilty because I couldn't stick to the plan that I had established for myself. And I think one of the biggest problems I had was the complexity of the plan. I believe goals need to be kept simple. That way you can stay on track, it's manageable, and you don't have guilty feelings associated with it. There are two broad categories to consider. You have, of course, long-term goals and you have short-term goals. The long-term goals are the big picture goals, the sky view. The short-term goals are goals that support the big picture and are the more on-the-ground, day-to-day activities in order to achieve success. Let's look at an example of what a possible long-term goal might be. I have graduated with a high school diploma, a college diploma, or a university degree. Obviously, you're going to be very specific. If you're a high school student, you're going to say, I've graduated with a high school diploma. If you're off to university, then your long-term goal would be, I have graduated with a university degree. Notice how it's stated in the affirmative, as if it has already happened. I have, as opposed to I will. It's a little trick we can play with the mind in terms of having us create the belief, a solid belief that our goal will come true. So short-term goals are those goals that will support the long-term goal. So in terms of graduation, here's some short-term goals. I have achieved a 75% higher in every course. So here's some habits or some activities that become habits that can help support 75% and higher, and in turn can lead us to that high school diploma or university degree. I take complete notes and review them after each class. That's a habit, something we would do every day. I hand in all assignments on time so that we can get full credit for that work. I prepare for all exams well in advance of the exam, as opposed to just cramming the night before. And the goal A here, short-term goal, I take complete notes and review them. That's attached to goal number C, I prepare for all exams well in advance. Notice each of the goals is stated in the affirmative, as if it has already happened. And once again, this is to not trick the mind, but program the mind in terms of that goal has already happened. Goals can also be written for other areas of your life, personal goals, obviously, physical goals, spiritual goals, or relationship goals. But again, keep the number of goals that you have limited to 3 or 5 in terms of each year or each 6 months. Goal principles, well, there's 2. Limit the number of goals you have from 3 to 5. If you have 30 or 40, chances are you're not going to move forward on those, and you'll actually be feeling guilty and disappointed with yourself. Keep the goals simple. Don't make them too complicated. We don't want goals to create extra stress in your life. Well, why write goals down? 5 good reasons. It will force you to focus on what you really want. Okay? Focus on that target. It will motivate you to take action, especially if you review those long-term goals every day or at least once a week. It will provide a filter for other opportunities. So many things come into our life today that we easily get sidetracked on other things and start moving in another direction. Having long-term goals that you want to stick to will create a filter to filter out those other things, but it'll also allow opportunities, because things will come along that will allow us to achieve that long-term goal more quickly. It provides focus and fine-tuning. It will help you overcome resistance, especially that personal resistance, when you know what it is you need to take care of, but you want to procrastinate and avoid it and do something else. It will enable you to identify and celebrate the successes that you have. Nothing would be more exciting. Perhaps your long-term goal is to save up $50,000 for a down payment on a house. Guess what? You've saved up the money and you've purchased the house. You review that goal. It's time to celebrate. There are other tools, of course, that can be used in the process, such as to-do lists and a calendar. These will help you identify the most important things that need to be done in moving you forward with achieving your goals. Thanks for joining us today. Goal setting is an important part of everyone's life and can actually increase the likelihood of success, and we actually move in the direction that we wish to move in. A lack of planning will take us who knows where, but probably not where we want to go. Please remember to visit our website at studentsuccesshq.com. There's a plethora of free information there, and these keynote presentations are available for you to utilize and download. There's no charge, of course, or cost associated with that. Have yourself a wonderful day.